Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. NSFW, you are unable to be killed or injured for 24 hours and any crimes you commit during this time, you can't be charged for, no matter how extreme. What do you do with this power? Snort coke until I can see time. So a normal Friday. Act cool. Look at this guy's username. Jump off of something tall and hopefully get over my horrible fear of heights. Edit, commenting in this one thread has given me 1.5x my previous karma. I'm probably going to go to sleep and wake up to 50 plus notifications. You will probably still feel pain. I can't be injured. Isn't pain just nerves reporting injury to the brain? Edit, this comment is wrong, please stop blowing up my inbox. I would steal the moon. Get vectored. I get the shrink ray, I go to the moon, I shrink the moon, I steal the moon, I sit on the toilet. Watch Netflix. Go to bed early. You malicious bastard. That's too extreme. Yellow. Raid Area 51. 25 hours later. Overheard, sir, we're ready to cut open the intruder to see what makes them tick. And in this corner Zoidberg. I would out Pizza the Hut. Actually, quantum mechanics forbids this. Time to collapse the universe then. I finally did it. I out Pizza the Hut. It was the greatest mistake of my life. After years of perfecting my recipe, I made my way down to the local hut, fresh baked pizza pie in hand. Try this, I told the kid working the counter. He did, and he had to agree that it was better than anything Pizza Hut had to offer. Soon, the entire store, customers included, was feasting on my delicious pie. The manager walked over, grabbed a slice, and took a bite. I look at him, anticipation rising. This was the boss, the local thief lord of the hut. His approval meant more to me than all the rest combined. He took a bite and nodded. I'll be damned, he said, you really did it. You out Pizza the Hut. Shame. Shame. What did he mean by THA? The manager pulled a gun out from behind his apron and shot the nearest customer in the head. We have a code jalapeno, he said into his wrist as he executed the remaining customers. I repeat, we have a code jalapeno. The ground was slick with blood. The kid working the counter choked out his dying breath as the manager turned to me. You just had to do it, motherfucker. You just had to out Pizza the Hut. He shoved the gun in my face. I was too scared to fight, too scared to run. The manager pulled the trigger. A click. The gun was empty. I threw a chair at the manager and scrambled out of the Pizza Hut, not even bothering to see if my missile hit its mark. I was closely pursued by the manager, who had gotten his hands on a deadly sharp pizza cutter. I suspected in his hands it would cut more than pizza. Somehow, I was able to get into my car and speed off, the manager cursing my existence as I left him behind. I took a deep breath. The manager was clearly psychotic. Yes, that was it, just a crazy man with a gun. It had to be. My phone rang. Sister. I picked it. They're dead, she sobbed. They're all dead. Mom, Dad, Chris, Bill. Dead. They killed them all. I could barely understand her, so great were her sobs. What do you mean? Where are you? I asked urgently. How is this posse? A single gunshot sounded through my phone's speakers. Silence. Then, I heard a man's voice. No one out Pizza's the Hut. He hung up. I drove down the empty county road, mind blank. I had nothing. They killed my family. I was alone. At that moment I knew what I had to do. They took everything from me. Well then, I would take everything from them. Pizza Hut was so terrified of being out Pizza D, they forgot there's one thing worse than a man with a recipe, a man with nothing to lose. I'll give them a limited time offer they won't be able to refuse, 2 bullets for the price of 1. With a free side order of pain. I would watch this movie. So if I shoot my dick off with a gun, still no damage. Yes, feel free to CBT all you want with no consequences. Even extreme CBT like shooting your cock won't injure you. I read that as cognitive behavioral therapy. Stream/record myself not drowning while being submerged in a tank filled with sharks for 24 hours. Live off of the internet fame the rest of my life. Thanks for the awards, guys. Live, just off Twitch donations, holy shit. I'd probably claim to be the son of God at some point during the stream as well. Find out what lava tastes like. You best hope that it goes through your system before the invincibility wears off. Edit, I aware he said taste not eat. Only eat a little within the first few hours. By the end of the 24 hours you'll just have a small rock/pebble to poop out. Never in my life would I think I'd end up typing that. Get some coffee since 24h is a serious time span and sleeping through such a curace is kind of dumb. 2. Get scalding hot coffee, just because you can. Scalding asterisk. I'd practice parkour. Because that shit is scary as hell, and my biggest problem that prevents me from getting better is being afraid. I wouldn't do crime, because even if I wasn't charged, people would still judge me. Okay, I would cross on red like usual. And so many times. In front of children. Sounds about right. Also cool idea with parkour. After you would die once the fear should go away for the rest of the day. Rob a bunch of banks and jewelry stores trying to make as much money as possible in such a short time. Might start by robbing an extreme sports car dealership, just so I can drive to different banks even faster lol. You're not unstoppable, you just can't die. They can stop you from doing all those things, they can't arrest you. So now what? Jewelry clerks and bank tellers are specifically trained not to stop criminals, so they don't get injured. They put faith in the police catching you later. This would not be hard. How is the jewelry store clerk going to stop me? Besides, if I can't be charged for the crimes, would I even get arrested? Do cops arrest people for things they cannot charge them for? I've got an inoperable tumor that's growing off my spine and into my pelvis. Doctors can't remove it because that could leave me with complete loss of function from the waist down. I'd call every doctor I can and tell them to fucking have at it. Edit, I appreciate all the Reddit gifts here, but please stop spending money towards my Reddit account and instead please consider donating towards NF1 research. I'm far from the only one impacted by this disease and often it's children who need the help most. It can't be injured. Damn son. Run around the Pentagon covered in baby oil. Are you covered in baby oil or is the Pentagon? Two very different visuals. If you run around the Pentagon covered in enough baby oil, then eventually the place will be too. Go live and tell the world that death stopped working. Shoot myself, hang, jump off buildings. You know. Just rack up a body count without having to do anything to anyone else. By the end of your life you'll have a pretty high KDR ratio. Ah yes. They will have a pretty high kill-death ratio. Take a flight, go home, see my family, eat good food, fly back, sit and cry. Everything okay bro? Nope. COVID. They took the wholesome answer and said if I couldn't be harmed, infected, I'd spend that time with my family. Become the world's first suicide bomber to survive. Wouldn't that just make you a bomber? Reverse psychology. I break into Tiffany's at midnight. Do I go for the vault? No, I go for the chandelier. It's priceless. As I'm taking it down, a woman catches me. She tells me to stop. It's her father's business. She's Tiffany. I say number. We make love all night. In the morning, the cops come and I escape in one of their uniforms. I tell her to meet me in Mexico, but I go to Canada. I don't trust her. Besides, I like the cold. 30 years later, I get a postcard. I have a son and he's the chief of police. This is where the story gets interesting. I tell Tiffany to meet me in Paris by the Trocadero. She's been waiting for me all these years. She's never taken another lover. I don't care. I don't show up. I go to Berlin. That's where I stashed the chandelier. Is this a copypasta? I've seen this somewhere before. Edit, no wonder it sounded so familiar. Thanks everyone. It's a quote from Twitchroot from The Office. The perfect crime. Execute Order 66. Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow orders. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Run naked through Times Square covered in mayonnaise and randomly jump on cars and passers-by. I'm pretty sure you can do that now. I mean, there is no law that says it's illegal to run naked through Times Square covered in mayonnaise and randomly jump on cars and passers-by, right? I don't know, I'd just fucky throw bikes into the river. So just a normal Friday night out then. Take a bite of an entire Kit Kat bar. And mass genocide. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. Fuck every single politician to death. British politician sex. JFK. Blown away. What else do I have to say? LOL, you're not getting me, CIA. Ha ha ha. FBI. I'd rob Jeff Bezos. Edit Bezos. Still, I stand my ground. If you are that rich, at least make sure people who can't pay their rent are not going to be homeless. Aim higher. You should try robbing Bezos. The Amatu guy.